If your hair has been stuck at the same length for months or years, there is a reason for it. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the reasons and how you can break through it. The truth is, your hair is growing. In fact, it is growing from the scalp. But the problem is, you're losing length faster than you're gaining it. That makes it seem like your hair stopped growing. In reality, it is breaking, thinning, shedding at the same pace. It is like pouring water into a bucket that has a hole beneath. You pour in the water, but it never seems to fill up. That is the best illustration for your hair situation. Growth is happening, but various factors takes away the inches. Once you understand these facts, everything becomes easier. Listen, here is another factor. Hair does not grow super fast and it does not grow forever, which is normal. Every single strand of hair has a lifespan, and during its lifespan, it grows for a few years, then it rests and eventually sheds. That's the normal circle. If you have ever wondered why your hair doesn't pass a certain length, it is simply because the strand has reached the end of its growth phase. That alone isn't the issue, but the real problem begins when new hair doesn't get the chance to stay long enough. And that leads to the real enemy. Breakage. Breakage is one big enemy that steals your hair length. There are various factors you might not realize cause breakage, which includes manipulating your hair a lot, excessively using it too, such as flat irons, blow dryers, and hot combs. Another one, wearing tight hairstyles, frequently styling your hair, and constant combing or brushing, especially when it's dry. All of these factors can lead to breakage. That's why it seems the hair grows, but the length is absent because as the hair grows, it is lacking retention. We want to practice moderation in order to avoid breakage and restore healthy lengths. Here is how to know if your hair is breaking. You will notice your hands are fraying and the hair looks thin. I really want to dive deeper into the extent in which excessive styling and chemical processing can damage the hair in a way you never imagine or realize. It doesn't just make the hair dry, but it also weakens the structure of the hair strands. We might not see the effect immediately when using it, but over time it makes the hair becomes thinner and weaker. Then it leads to breakage. And the same thing applies to chemicals. When you apply relaxers, frequent bleaching, and hash dyes to the hair, they don't always cause immediate damage. In the long run, it causes low retention and damaged hair follicles. It is like a strong rope. If you repeatedly drag it or tie it very tightly, it can fray and snap. That is similar to our hair. The best move to make is to reduce its styling. Give your hair some break between styling. Use safe and growth assuring product. Minimize using chemicals on your hair. Don't wear tight hairstyles. Put on a satin ear cover at night, or if not, a satin pillowcase will do. I know one way or the other we might feel the need to manipulate hair, but we want to do so in moderation to avoid air breakage and low air retention. Another interesting factor is your scalp might be the problem. If your scalp is itchy, flaky, inflamed, or clogged with product buildup, these prevent hair growth. It is more like planting the best seed in an unhealthy soil. It will hinder the growth of the plant. The soil represents the scalp. If the scalp is healthy, stronger hair will come out of it. We need to avoid practices that will cause scalp issues. You can try to massage your scalp 2 to 3 times daily while shampooing. It increases blood flow and it delivers nutrient to the hair follicles. Another great factor that can hinder hair growth is stress. Stress doesn't only affect your mood, it also affects your hair. Whether it is emotional or physical stress, it can easily push hair into a resting phase. And that is, as the hair grows temporarily, it sheds months later. This is called telogen effluvium. You might not experience it immediately, but months later, you will notice hair falling out in the shower, while combing, or on the pillow. We should do well to take enough rest, sleep well, exercise, and meditate. These will facilitate hair growth. Here is another interesting one: nutrition. It matters more than product. The truth is, hair is made of a protein called keratin. If the body lacks enough nutrient it needs, it slows down hair growth. And these are the main facilitators of hair growth: iron, vitamin D and C, protein, biotin, zinc. Consuming this regularly can support hair growth immensely. That's why we need to prioritize our diet. Eat enough protein the body needs to promote healthy hair growth. Here is a bigger picture. Age and genetic plays a vital role in slowing hair growth. It plays a role in how long the hair growth phase lasts. In some, it lasts longer, and in others, it doesn't. Genetic doesn't mean your hair can grow, but it means it may grow slower, thinner, or stop at a shorter length. Let me explain that part clearly. Our hair grows 1 to 1.5 centimeter long per month. People with good hair genes can grow hair closer to the higher end of that range. Genetics can determine the speed of hair growth, length of growth phase, hair thickness and density, scalp oil production, and sensitivity to hormones. Even though genetics set the limits, there are practical habits that can help, such as caring well for the scalp through massage, not wearing tight hairstyle, taking in the right nutrients like the protein, biotin, vitamins, and so on as mentioned previously. Minimizing hair manipulation is essential, and this includes avoiding excessive styling, harsh chemicals, frequent relaxers that can weaken the hair. There is a need to moisturize hair regularly, detangling hair gently, sleeping on satin or silk pillowcase. The thing is, patience and consistency also goes a long way for an healthy hair growth. We need to care for our hair by embracing healthy habits that will help hair grow and retain length, even if genetic or other factors play a role in slowing hair growth. So when next you wonder why your hair doesn't grow past a certain length, you should know that the hair does not stop growing, but something is stopping it from staying or retaining length, which is breakage, scalp issues, poor nutrition, stress, and yes, natural growth limits, and that's genetic. Well, the best part is all of the above can be managed with practical habits, as mentioned previously in the video. I want you to leave a comment on what you think is holding your hair back. It will be great to hear from you. Kindly drop your thoughts in a comment. That's a wrap up on today's episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you find this helpful. Kindly click subscribe and turn on the notification so you can get notified when Esther upload another video. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to drop your thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.